Remember how I was saying we're the guinea pig here? I just went to set the rake down and it's done. I also own a farm. Here we go. You're now watching the 2024 season of Farming with Duffy Ag. Welcome back to the channel. So yesterday, I didn't film anything at all. And it was kind of peaceful. Shout out to Zach Newton. He did his thank you party, cookout, appreciation for everybody. We will be going back out and showcasing some of the stuff he's done and upgraded at his facility. But yesterday, it was a chill day. James Evolution and I went out there. He had all of his trucks back. It is impressive. Both dragline setups. Yeah, huge turnout. So appreciate everybody. There's a couple guys that came into me. The concrete guys up by Watertown. You guys came over, talked to us. Appreciate all that. So there's some neat stuff there. Zach, you're killing it. I'd like to give everybody a shout out that has watched along, has joined along any of the safety stuff that we've done. Zach takes a lot of pride in that, and he takes a lot of pride in professionalism. So I appreciate him as a friend. So yesterday, our hay wasn't going to get baled anyways. I was like, alrighty, we got good weather for a few days. We might as well let it sit. No messing with it. Isaiah was baling till late. And guess what? Overnight. Oh, mine is actually pretty good. I checked it this morning with the dew on it. It rained. He's actually tedding out hay right now. This stuff's going to be ready to go, I think. So once he's done tedding, we'll grab the tedder. Like, ours is actually gorgeous. We got slight rain. North of us, it got poured on. So that's good. We let it sit. If we had it would have tedded it again and then tedded it again today to just get the dew out of it. But they had rows raked up and it rained on it. So we might be in a good place. We will see exactly where we're at. But this morning, we got to clean out the calves. So we are going to renter stock. It is going to be multiple day event. We're driving out, driving back. We got side-by-sides going with us. The W9 is not going with us because it's not done yet. And there's always people asking for updates. We're going to do a video. I'm going to explain the breakdown of what everything cost and why it's taken so long. A lot of it's just because money. So, but alrighty, we got to dive into today. We got something that, well, so Ethan, who's putting the motor together there, him and his father, they got a mini skid. And I really want to clean the calves out, get the pigs cleaned out, make it all good before we go to renter stock. And we got to pick up some stuff. So we got stuff parked everywhere. But we have this MT55 Bobcat mini skid that Ethan owns. I said that will work awesome to get into the... Isaiah, you bring me the forks too? Isaiah dropped this off for me. I don't think he did. Dang. Could have used the forks. But all right, not the end of the world. Let's get it started, get over, and get it cleaned up. So it'll be nice having them completely clean, get the pigs completely cleaned, and then while we're gone, Robert's gonna look after them. So we'll see more and more of Robert again, and appreciate you guys watching along. Had to jump it. Ethan says that's just a reoccurring thing, so I don't know if it needs a battery or what. I think it doesn't charge very well, but once it's running, it's good. So we've run one of these a few times. My brother's got one. Absolute awesome machines, but this is going to allow us to get in the barn real nice and easy. So this is pretty nasty in here. It's just no good way of doing it without shoveling it. And honestly, so the calves have been out back here, and as you see, I think they're in here. What's up, boys? So they spend most of their time laying around in here. We could put another bale in there, but honestly, they have done a very good job of cleaning this up. They're gonna skip over some of the big weeds, but before we leave, I'm gonna kick them back into here because there'll be enough grass, really good grass growth, and it's completely fenced that way. We don't have any issues. If they really wanted to, that's temporary fence up there, but they've gone through temporary fences, we all know. I'm gonna clean in your feeding area. Don't come over here though, because that makes it challenging. Grab a shovel, pull back that last bit. It's working. We're gonna have to wash it after. It's in manure. That's why skid steers on farms, oh, they get beat the hell out of them. But there's a lot of liquidy, slimy manure in here. And like I said, I don't really want the calves being in here. It's a pain to. I probably should just block it and start feeding them out back there, but I don't know. It works. We just gotta be able to clean it. So. In here, we're gonna make a bigger pen for the pigs with that. I'm gonna cut some more stalls out. They're actually very comfortable right now. Shovel. So we gotta clean them out. What's up, boys? So they're growing like anything. Gotta grab some pig food tomorrow, some bulk pig food. Okay, we gotta wash this thing up. But we've never actually, I don't think I've ever actually opened this end door. So I got closing wheels that might go on a planter at some point. They got some life left in them. Thank you, Seth Ulmer, when we got the tanks. He said, you want these? I'm just getting rid of them. We gotta move the blade, which honestly, we should put the blade on the 75 and push some dirt around. But we go right into the barn. What up, piggies? They need more space. Right off the back, it was quick. What I gotta do, eventually I want to make it so we can go all the way through the end with the skid steer. But what I got to do is cut some more of these stalls out. We'll put some bales up as the barriers, and then we'll throw some hay down. So then they can have a huge area, and for the future we'll have more ability. I got to figure out moving bales. Need a skid steer. I know. One of these days. The mini skid does have forks. They're just not here, which I thought they were coming. Okay, got one side off. Got to do this side, but Isaiah texted me and said, come grab Tedder, it's done. So I want as much drying time as I can once it flips. We will, we'll go grab it. We'll get ours tedded out, and then we'll see where he's at. We're probably gonna have to rake or do something like that, but so that he can get bailing and push through. Like I said, it's gonna be one of those days where it's just busy, busy, busy. Quick stop at Stewart's. I got myself some chicken bacon ranch pizza. I didn't have time to cook anything, but this morning I ate leftovers from Zach's, from Newton Ag Party. Woo! They had some good food. I brought Isaiah a chicken. I was supposed to give it to him last night, but never caught up to him. We got some drinks. I think he's going raking or merging or bailing, or probably all three of them at the same time. He's just that talented. So we're gonna go grab the tedder and hit all of our stuff and then do whatever he needs help with. Alrighty, going Teddy. What's wise words of the day?
Hope it doesn't rain.
Hey, did it rain last night? You had rain, like it was wet, you said. Your driveway. Glad it stayed north. The Massey King, he got rain too.
Did it?
Yeah, he said it poured on him. You ready to go? Boxcar Magnum 7140. There's a lot of women that like this tractor.
Ooh.
You just need tinted windows. All right, get something done today for us, okay? So I am headed out. I am headed out, and I am headed out, and Isaiah's headed out on the 14. Let's get going. So like I said, I think mine's gonna be good to go, but hitting it with this, it's gonna verify, it's gonna give it the perfectness. So that seating probably won't be very good, just because it's gonna be wet either way, but that's what it's gonna do. And we're going. We are making some moves, so in here, we're just gonna ted everything and give Isaiah a call, see where he's at. So all this got hit once, and like I said, we could almost bail it, but I don't want to get into a wet spot and then regret doing that. So we'll get folded out. Should be pretty good stuff. We did not get the rain like a lot of up north did, well, north of us. And none of it was in a windrow, so that's even better. Once it's in a windrow and gets rained on, it just holds it in there. So Isaiah's been tedding it all out to get it going again. Alrighty. The deer have been absolutely hammering outside rows of every field. I can hear them at night just ripping them off. I'm like, leave them alone! Can't do that much about that, and the guys that want to lease the land and work with me, well, want to hunt on the land, it's one of those things, we work together on things. They don't want to shoot every animal because it's not that point, so you win some, you lose some, but at the end of the day, it's all part of it. Place is looking good though, cleaned up. Corn is kicking along. I think this stuff is going to deal better than everything that was planted 2 to 3 weeks before it. So this, well, granted this was sod ground, so you expect it to do pretty good on that, but we're tedding along. It actually looks really good tedded up. So we'll get the home farm done, jump over there, give Isaiah a call. He's got all the guys coming in. We're looking good on corn actually. I wish it was a little further along, but like I just said, stuff I planted earlier does not look as good as the stuff I planted later. Wet feet. But hopefully September is hot, and honestly hot and dry would be good for a lot of people. So I guess not dry, but not soaked. We will see. The chopping crews are saying September 5th usually is when they see their first customers, when they're planning to get rolling. Most of the people I've talked to, somebody's going to get rolling. I see there's a few buddies in Connecticut that are rolling. In southern PA is rolling because it was a drought. But in there, got a much longer growing season anyways. But yeah, the deer doing damage on it. But like I said, it is what it is. So we'll keep the hammer down and get everything tedded up. It should make some pretty prime stuff. I'm glad we did not get the rain like other places did north of us. We got a light sprinkle, I think. That stopped turning. This happened to us last time. I don't know if it was fixed. I'm hoping it's what happened last. Yep. Oh no, the adapter came off. Huh. Oh, it was on the 220. Interesting. Oh, they're loose. That's weird. Okay. So going from a big 1000, I think that's a big 1000, to a 540. That wore grooves right through it. So it must have just pulled itself out. You got to take those out and then they lock back in. It's in, but it's not very good. So we're just gonna watch it not turn sharp. Hopefully it will stay and we can just tighten back up. We're just gonna go grab Allen wrenches, whatnot. The thing was, I wasn't gonna be able to take them back out because it's got those grooves already in it. So the bolts were gonna fight us, but we can snug it up more. So we'll walk down, grab ratchets and some Allen wrenches, socket sets. But honestly, I don't know if I needed to ted this. I was a little worried. It feels really good, but if we ted it and it gets 3 more hours of good airflow and stuff underneath it. Isaiah's bailing right now, but he's got quite a few bales to go. When we're done, we got 26 acres to go to stick ted, and then we'll be done. We can go start raking. Got it. Alrighty. Yeah, we'll wrap this up. I'm very excited to go to Renters. Should be an awesome show. Last year this time it was our first day. 2 years ago today was our first day we ever went to Renters. Met a lot of good people, and I know I should be getting stuff done, such as combine, things like that. You got to take some time for yourself every now and then. The last year has been very, very stressful and abusive and all sorts of other things to my mind and my body and stuff like that. So that's our vacation time to relax. And when we get back, we'll have about a week before manure hauling gets going. Somebody's gonna, why are you manure hauling? Well, you got to make money to spend money. We do still need a grain buggy. We got some in the works. I just watched a bunch sell last week for like 3,200, like 7,500 bushel. They're not Kilsbros. I forget what they were. There was like 6 or 7 that went good price. Granted, we'd have to truck it from like Kentucky or Ohio, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. So we're gonna push pretty hard in the manure time, and if we can get some silage work, then we'll do that. But that manure truck, wheels rolling on that's pretty good. For the past month, they've been moving some manure, but nothing worth really being aggressive on. So, and they know that. But fall push, that's gonna be big. So we do have to rotary mow around some things here. We'll get this going. Okay, what size is it? Oh, first dry. That's nice. All right. Ooh. I don't know if it's gonna tighten. There we go. So if we just turn it a little bit, then at least it won't be able. Yeah, that one's loose. Now it won't be able to slide out of there. I think it's time for new hardware. Unhook that. Okay, rehook that. Let's get going. Warm one out here, ain't it, bud? We are wrapped up at the home farm. Go over to the rented ground, get that worked up. Isaiah did tell me check the front weights. He lost the weight yesterday. Ugh. Okay, when we pull down below, we'll check those out. Are they all on here still? Yep. Isaiah, you broke something. Alrighty, gonna grab a drink. You want some water? And we'll go do the last 20. Okay, this stuff is... This is a seating that had a bunch of weeds in it and stuff like... That might not be as bad as I thought. Isaiah asked me if I really got to ted all this. And... I don't know. I told him I got 20 acres still in front of me. We did not get the rain that they did, and it's really nice actually. It's got some green to it still. I don't know. Okay, we'll ted this and I'll do some thinking. So because he's gonna be right up. Even with both rakes running in front of him, he's gonna be right up behind me. So we got a flat tire or something coming apart. We're gonna go up to the end. Yeah, that's cool. What the hell? But we'll be done. I just wanted to hit this seating from last year and then that seating. And then the transport wheels, we'll pick it right up, we'll look at it. Maybe it's wheel bearings. I don't know what's coming. I think it's the tire itself. Yep, tire blew out. Tube, junk. Ah, nice. Well, last year and the past few years, I know a lot of people have had a lot of issues with these tires. On pretty much every brand of equipment. But it's odd that the rim is sitting, I guess that's how it goes. These little guards kind of are a pain, but. So, this was a new tedder this year, and I think that's Dan's first one that's gone out on. So we got folded up into transport. That's the good thing about this tedder. We got big wheels to go on the road. The tedders that all run off the same small wheels. It's rough on them, but we gotta go get the 4640 off and go hook onto the rake, because the 220 is down. Something about it's broken, and then we'll go raking with it. So I think the other rake will be coming this way too, like I said. Hopefully it's dry. And we'll put some hours on the 46, that'll be good. Last year we only put like 46 hours or 48 hours on it. This year it's done quite a bit more. It chisel plowed and stuff like that. I'm hoping for a good fall as far as dry, and that can pull a buggy. If not the 75, but the difference is the 7520s do not have live PTOs on them. So if you push it on the clutch, it shuts the PTO off. Yeah, not the ideal thing for it, but you can do it. I know people who chop with the 7520. You just gotta know you're gonna wear that transmission out, because they push it into neutral when they have to stop instead of pushing on the clutch. Not the best thing. Alrighty, just jump back and swap track. Okay, well, we do have a hydraulic leak somewhere here. Huh. I think it's that piston. Well, what we need, we got two ends up in the toolbox, and we'll need the two ends, these two ends for the rake. I just remembered that has the hydraulic, well, the wing. So I don't know, we might not run with the wing. I don't know how it's sitting right now. But either way, we're gonna go hook onto that. Actually, Dan's does not have, it's just got a regular wing. You gotta lower it Where's the PTO shaft? I don't have my phone either. Maybe it's on the rake or on the tedder. Are these 1,000 or 540? I forgot that too. No, they're 540. So we got the 540 shaft on. Dan's in there. He'll come out in a minute, I'm sure. So they got this back together. They welded this top back on because it was so far out. They welded it back together. Best thing? Probably not. Worst thing? Probably not. It is back together. So previously we worked on this and the bearing went out on the bottom. The top wobbled around and punched the whole top out of it. You could get it from France. It could probably be 6 weeks. So, but did a lot of learning. Are we missing bolts, guys? Okay. This is Dan's rake. Alrighty, so we had some backwards hydraulic lines on here, and we are missing 5 bolts. So we got 3 out of the 5 bolts in the front. What are we doing here? So, I'm gonna go see if I got some in the metric category of all my other stuff. But I think Isaiah's probably at my house bailing. And I left my phone charging because I thought I was just gonna run over here and it was gonna be a quick little stop. That was like an hour ago. But we'll get going. I remember which way we're going. Where we're at. This went back together. Some of the bolts were missing. The lines are all swapped around, so I gotta find some bolts. I'm hoping some of the chopper bolts might fit in it. I also don't know where the baler is. They were pushing pretty hard, and Isaiah said he was catching the rake, so I gotta find my phone. And Dan pulled in the driveway and he said, found the bolts. So we have 7 out of 8 of the bolts in, because they didn't have an added metric bolt. You gotta remember, Kuhn is French. So 7 out of the 8 bolts. Called Isaiah. He said, well, where are you at? And he was bailing some stuff that was like 30-35%. Granted, they're spraying acid on it, so it'll stay to some degree, but that gets expensive quick. And that's not for them. Dan and Aaron, they sell their hay organically. It's all certified. So if anybody is looking for hay, there was a gentleman that reached out about Dan's hay. Dan's got like 1,000 bales of organic hay, so of all different qualities and types and stuff. But alrighty, so we put all the bolts back in. Here's where they were missing, all but one. Oh, better throw the back one. Washers should be good to go. Hopefully this stays together. Previously I didn't film. Me and Isaiah helped him. We were gonna go put it back together, and then we were like, that bottom bearing's bad. So we pulled it all apart. There's a roller coaster in there that these arms go with, basically. It's not called a roller coaster, but a guide circle. You have to pull that out. Very challenging. And then put the bearing in, and this top was destroyed. It literally was in 2 different pieces. I hope, oh, there's brushes that go around. It was in 2 different pieces. They welded it back together, and nobody could get any of it. There's nobody in the States that had one. Getting parts from Kuhn is very challenging. So in my eyes, it's always been challenging. But Isaiah said, well, how dry is it over there? I said, I don't know. I said, bring the baler over. It's got to come over either way. If it doesn't go tonight, we'll put it in the barn, and Dan will bale it tomorrow, and then we'll put it away tomorrow. So, you coming? AC in here is so freaking nice. Oh, we left the lights on. There he comes. He's like, what are you doing? Hey, buddy. So, we are going to rake the field right in front of my house. Both rakes are coming this way anyways. Well, the other rake's coming this way. Aaron's rake with the 14. And we will see what goes on. I'm not good at guessing bales or moisture, and I know they make moisture readers. It's just not what I do. I'm not a hay guy. Why do we have hay? Because some of these spots we couldn't make everything corn. Corn's not worth anything anyways. We actually, our hay, all of what we have done is technically sold, I think. Turning. Front rake might be a little low. I kind of don't know. I think it's going to be a little wet because there's some green in it, but maybe he's good. I'm not really sure. We will find out exactly what goes on in a minute. I can smell acid. Oh, heavy. It might just be from that, but I'm gonna say, because it automatically puts acid on. That is a nice looking bale though. Holy smokes. I don't know if we dropped another one on the corner. That is a super nice bale though. If it's dry enough, that's nice, but he was putting acid on pretty heavy on the last fields. Oh, he's calling me. 18 to 22. All right, we're gonna send it. I was hoping that would fall right out here. I gotta chase him now. I think the baler just smells like acid going by. Because 18%, real nice. This stuff was wet, was greener, lusher grass than what we're gonna be up into there. So I gotta figure out what his plan is, and then we will, because Dale brought my pickup. I can probably rake some if we get into wetter hay later. It is what it is, but. Oh, look at him, professional. Oh, remind me we got this big piece of metal that I pulled up. Dan's gonna pick up Dale, give him a ride back to the shop so he can get out of here this Sunday at 6 something. Isaiah's thinking he's got a good hour of baling. If the moisture's right, we'll go all night, but it's gonna get wet at some point. But here we are, making it happen. Dream team. New baler out and about. They've been baling since 2, making good bales, really good bales. Look at that thing. So this field right here, I think is gonna be a little wetter. The grass was real thick and green. Trees block a lot of the sunlight. But I think once we get up on the hill, we're gonna have some real good hay. That was clover, that was a little more headed out, but honestly, this stuff's looking good. Like really good. He's catching me. We're just gonna make the rows bigger. I'm just kidding. That won't be. Yeah. I'm trying to be right on the edge of perfect size, but not too wide. We are raking in C C4, half throttle. Rake's doing good. This is a test run for it. So, love being a guinea pig. But we'll see what we can get to. Quite a bit of hay up here. Quite a bit of hay indeed. How it goes, bale right in the middle where I gotta go. Ah, we'll make it. He's caught us though, because we gotta go back up for this one and come back down. Remember how I was saying we're the guinea pig here? I just went to set the rake down and it's done. Something's wrong. Something either failed that they put back together, or like it's got all sorts of play in it. Literally started playing around and not good. Yeah, something definitely failed. It's not spinning at all. And this has all loose in between it again. Well, that was our test run for Dan, and it didn't work out. I don't know. I don't know what failed, but something failed, clearly. So this top was welded because it was back ordered. I think the top failed. At the bottom still, like that's still on the bearing. I think it spun itself right around and cracked. So, not the end of the world, because I think we all had a little expectation that it might not hold. And shout out to Isaiah's idea, because they wanted to put that on the bottom. Put the cracked one on the bottom once it re-welded, because it drives off the top. I think it would have probably failed right away, failed pretty quickly too. But that quick fix failed. It had to have. That's why the oil, why the grease is coming out of it. How many bales you do? Don't. Dude, it's getting better.
More grease.
More grease will solve that. Oh my god.
40 bales.
You did 40 bales so far? Hot damn.
29 minutes.
In 29 minutes?
I think.
40 bales, 29 minutes. That's not bad. Even when you had to sit a little bit. Yeah, I'd say we're gonna have about 80 bales, maybe 90 bales, which is pretty good for second. And we took 10 acres out of it compared to where we were at for first. First, I think we got 150 bales total or so. 140 something maybe. 120 are real good, and then we got 20 bedding bales. Alrighty, well, we'll park this. So our trial run for Dan proved that the rake farmer fix did not work. He's gonna have to get a top for it. That's not the worst. Like, it will come apart now pretty good, and that's not the worst thing to do. A couple hours, swap it out, but it's waiting on that part. So, alrighty, dropped Isaiah back off. As you see, it's dark now. It's dark at 8 o'clock. Well, 7 under. Oop, don't walk into that. We're over here at the garden. That's a mess. Our tomatoes should be. Ooh, there's a ripe one in there. Oh, I didn't even know that one. They kind of fell down. I've kind of given up. Onions are still good. We got some potatoes, some green beans, but yeah, things got overgrown quick. But we did better this year than last year. That's all that matters. We're getting better. So we got onions right here. And let me grab which one I want tonight. There we go. So we're gonna go do some cooking with Duffy. I might show you that, but it might be just a little quick bit at the end. But alrighty, it was an okay day. Had higher expectation for the rake, but I should have known. So at least we tested it when we didn't have 200 and something acres on the ground between everybody. So live and learn. But tomorrow we'll have to go grab that other rake. I'll have to grab Aaron's rake, get the rest of the bales baled up, moved. We got a bunch of projects to do, and hopefully have a good day.